So interesting to meet you on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands, your number one newspaper review program on Flip TV, not only on this platform, around the world. Bystanders at Newsstands with Michael Adekunle. Today's edition of Bystanders, we have the Punch newspaper and also the Vanguard newspaper dishing out very crucial information to the public. What are they saying? Let's quickly check out what they are saying because it's cloudy right now in the city of Lagos. 9.6 billion dollar judgment. Federal government orders lawyers to appeal. $200 million security deposit to demand return of $250,000 payment if appeal succeeds. All right, on top of the newspaper, let's check out what story is there. I will remain loyal to Buhari, says Osinbajo. Of course, you know there has been a saga between the presidency and or the vice president of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo. But we have it here. I will remain loyal to Buhari, says Osinbajo, remaining loyal to his boss despite the challenges he's facing. All right, DSS hands over Maina to EFCC for prosecution. DSS hands over Maina to EFCC for prosecution. Okay, federal government returns toll gates, approves 46 billion naira for highways. Federal government returns toll gates, approves 46 billion naira for highways. Of course, the issue of toll gate has been eradicated since 2004, if I'm right, 2004. But right now, we have toll gate returning. Federal government returns toll gates, approves 46 billion naira for highways. Okay, on to the next one, which is on collapsed bridge. Ekiti most neglected, says Afeba Balola. Ekiti most neglected, says Afeba Balola. That's on collapsed bridge. Yeah, let's check out the picture we have here. I can see an aircraft. Yes, I'm seeing the president of Nigeria walking down from the aircraft. Okay, Nigerian airspace or something was there. Okay. President Muhammadu Buhari and Foreign Affairs Minister of South Africa, Lindiwe Sisuhu, during the arrival of Buhari for a 3-day official visit to South Africa, Pretoria, on Wednesday. You can see the president of this country walking out of the aircraft. All right, moving to another story here. 7 pregnant girls escaped from Lagos baby factory. 7 pregnant girls escaped from Lagos baby factory. Passenger bus plunges into Ogun River, 10 dead. Wow, this is sad. Passengers bus plunges into Ogun River, 10 dead. On minimum wage, Labour issues October 16 deadline for minimum wage payment. All right, on to the next one, which is the Vanguard newspaper. Was the Vanguard dishing out to the public? 4 years too short for leaders to make impact. That's what the ex-president of Nigeria is saying. I'm talking about Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. 4 years too short for leaders to make impact in Nigeria, says the ex-president of Nigeria. Moving down to another story here, which is the major headline on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Uproar as federal government returns toll gates to federal roads. It's insensitive anti-people, says PDP. No reason to bring back toll gates, says CACOL. Government being unfair, says ex-NBA vice chair. You can't raise VAT, bring back toll gates at the same time. That's what Advocacy Center is saying here. And let's move down to the picture we have here on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. We can see the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, being given a flower. Okay, President Muhammadu Buhari being received by Foreign Minister of South Africa, Lindiwe Sisulu, on arrival for a 3-day official visit yesterday. President Muhammadu Buhari is in the country for talks with President Cyril Ramaphosa. All right, moving to another story here. We have a lot of stories on the front pages of the Punch and Vanguard, but let's quickly take this before the rain starts. Why Buhari moved NSIP from Osinbajo's office, says APC. PDP keeps mum. Failure to amend PSC Act. Senate moves to recover 7 trillion naira lost to foreign firms by federal government. All right, these are the stories we have on the front pages of the Punch and the Vanguard newspaper. Of course, you know the viewers are always set to express their opinions on this platform. Let's join them. I'll be right back.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
4 years too short to put things in place in Nigeria. What do you have to say about it? That's what the ex-president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, has said this morning.
Well, I believe 4 years is not too short.
Okay.
After all, it's just 2 terms. 2 terms, that means 4 years and 4 years, making 8 years. So 4 years is not too short. Except they want to make it 3 terms, and 3 terms is too long. I mean, they can make their impact in 8 years. That is my
Own take on it. Now,
Yeah.
looking at this president, I'm talking about Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Okay.
There was a time during his own administration, he'll be there for 6 years. That's 6
Okay.
years.
In
After
office.
6 years, you run another
Another 6
government
years.
or another term. Now, coming back to say this, don't you think he has a point?
He may have a point because maybe there is nothing like continuity. There's not like continuity, and 6 years may not be bad, but as it is, 4 years is not bad because if you do your job very well, at least in the first term, you get the opportunity of getting another term. That is another 4 years. So in 8 years, you can leave your mark and you can have a good, how will I put it, someone to take after you, a good successor to take after you and continue
From where you stop.
from where you stop.
Our ex-president said, Jonathan,
Yeah.
4 years is too short. It's too short, right? It's too short. In a populated and
An advanced country.
and the diversity in a diverse country in terms of languages, I think 4 years is too short because we are just like a mother, as children that came from different mothers.
Background.
Understand? So the 4 years being too short does not mean that when you have good policies,
Okay.
understand, to implement as a leader, understand. I think those policies that are so good, if you implement them, it will relieve you of a lot of stress.
Okay.
Because what people want is, just say this, understand, and let's act on this, understand. That is what when you have good policies, to implement, to throw out there, understand. I think people, will fall in love with their government,
They welcome it.
and it will be as if 4 years, understand. To you, it will be as if the 4 years is like 10 years,
10 years.
understand. That is how I see it.
Because of their
understand?
activeness.
Because of your actions, understand. Because you are, truly trying to be the man of the people or of your own people, understand. But when you come in and you try to bring in some laws that will distract, that will tend to underwhelm you, and I think it will be as if the 4 years is even 2 years, understand.
Because it's not fair for the
Because
masses.
yes, because it will be dragging. Their laws will, they will assess it. They will try to, some people will absorb it, some people will like it, some people will not like it, because some people will always dance to your tune. Because I know some people will always dance to your tune, understand. Anything you say is good for them. Maybe they are benefiting from it, understand. But I think in a good running country, even if you are benefiting from a government, you should be always, stand on the right. What is right, or what is wrong, understand.
What is right is right and what is wrong is wrong.
Yes. So when you try to, throw in laws now that is affecting the people, I don't think it is right.
I think he's a liar. He's a bastard liar. See, let me tell you the truth. Give me Nigeria under 6 months. I'll put this country. I'll fix every dirty thing in this country. I think he's a big liar. Because, why they were going there? Remember when Jonathan wanted to enter there? They came with empty promises. I'm going to do Nigeria. I'm going to do this. Now the same man is coming out to say 4 years is not enough to fix the country. What does that tell you? He's a stupid man. See, let me tell you, I don't know why sometimes we keep on worrying ourselves about the problem of this country. This country can be fixed in 3 months, can be fixed in 6 months. I will tell you why. If you do all the necessary things, for instance, number one thing, if you want to give employment to anybody, make sure you don't give employment on party. It must be somebody that qualified for the job. We start with that first.
It mustn't be sentimental.
Yes, it mustn't be sentimental. It must be somebody that qualified for that job. Now you start with that. Then what are we now talking about? Let me tell you, my brother, let me shock you with something.
Okay.
Now, rice. If federal government decides today to say, okay, they went to Europe, they got rice at a rate of 10,000 naira. They started shipping it to the country. What will happen? Rice will become 10,000. Then other agents that want to knock federal government out will bring their own to 9,000. Then other ones, I can knock this guy with 9,000, 8,000. That is how the price of rice will start going down. You understand me? But the problem is that these people, they love it. All these people, we don't have good leaders in this country. Sorry to say, all these politicians, wherever they come from, they're not ready to do good things. Politicians themselves are devil. I have a reason for saying it. I cannot blame the politicians. I have to blame me and you. Yes.
Why?
The reason is because when we are running a party, I'm a party member. You are a governor. Of course, I'm expecting something from you. Don't tell me story. Even if I want to repair the country, don't give me that story. Even if I want to repair the states, don't give me that story. I want something.
Something in return.
Now, if I'm doing party and everybody wants something, and I decide to give them something, how much will be left to run the states? So that's why I say I blame ourselves, not even them, because our demands are too many. You will see somebody at this party level now. Look, I tell people if there's no money in party, you will not see anybody. You will not. But let me tell you the truth. As somebody who has plans for his people, I say something. I'm not joking about it. Do you know that all this nonsense they are doing has made me to come out to say, in the future I might contest for Imo State governorship? They say yes, because I look all the things that they are doing. To me, it's rubbish, and I'm annoyed. I want to deliver my people. I want them to be happy. Okay, my brother, what stops if I'm the governor of a state, for instance? What stops me from paying the citizens 30,000 naira? It's something I can do. Yes. Okay. How much will 30,000 cost you, my brother? If you pay a state 30,000 naira, I swear to God, it can't cost you 30 billion. You understand me? But for your people, do you know how the prayer of people? Do you know how much that prayer worth? I don't know what is wrong with these people. Just imagine now, I said in my state, every citizen of Imo State, I'm paying you 30,000. Father and mother is now earning 60,000 naira. My brother, do you know you can tell your children, hang on, feed yourself. Let me sustain myself. Because the government is sustaining you. Crime will reduce. Cyber cafe crime will reduce. Everything will reduce. People begin to have good thinking. From there, oh come on, I reason it. Sometimes I know it is only me that reason like this. Because I'm the only person that knows what it takes. See, let me tell you the truth. I swear to God Almighty, who is in heaven, if I have 20 million today, 8 million is for the people. 12 million is for me. That's the way I build my life. 8 million is for the people, 12 million is for me. Why? Because you can't be getting money and be keeping it to yourself. So that is what I'm saying. If I eventually become the governor of a state, I know what to do. And let me tell you the truth. Do you know sometimes when I see our governors, rulers, I laugh at these people. Are they so stupid? Let me tell you, if I become a governor of a state, there is no house that will not be painted in my state. Are you mad? Why will you just put a structure up without painting it? Government will take up that responsibility to paint it for you, but you'll be paying us little by little. you create employment. Do you understand me? You create because government will paint it for you, but you'll be paying us little by little.
Now, MC Drama, if we keep talking and talking today, I know we are not going to leave to this place
Yes.
today. I remain loyal to Buhari says Osinbajo. Of course, you know what went on some weeks ago. Osinbajo and presidency. Now, the man is saying it that he remains loyal to his vows. Osinbajo is not ready to leave because so many people have said the vice president should resign to get out. Even the major opposition party, which is PDP, get out of the seat. But Osinbajo is saying, I will remain loyal to him.
He's a stupid man. I have reasons for saying it. What I said is a stupid man, a pastor, saying he will remain loyal. You see, one of the things I tell people in the church nowadays, they annoy me when it comes to church matter. Do you know that when you go to church, they teach you that Christianity is the only way forward? But the idiot, being a Christian, is now a second to a Muslim. He did not reason it. God did not tell him no. You see, sometimes I wonder what is wrong with Christians. God did not tell him, no, my son, you cannot be under a Muslim. He went because of the money. So that's why I said he's stupid. Even his statements is not even moving me.
Did the vice president go there because of money?
He went, of course, now we know now, he was a pastor.
Because of the masses.
He was, God punish him, he did not go there because of the masses. He was a pastor before. Then he went there. Do you know how much you're paying him? And when he said, I will remain loyal, I will remain loyal, of course. You are dealing with a military man before. And beside that, I don't want to talk. The Buhari we have now is not there. Buhari is dead. Sorry to say that. I have my reasons. And if people cannot see, I can see. I know how the former Buhari looked like. Haven't you asked yourself question? The former Buhari is always sick and sick and sick. What was the magic behind it? Nigerians don't think.
But he went for a medical treatment.
Listen, listen. A man who is sick is sick. Which magical treatment you want to go for that will cure your sickness completely? That's the question. No magical treatment you go for that will cure your sickness completely. So what I'm saying is that they did something, but I don't want to go into details because that one is for another day.
Okay.
But like what I'm telling you,
Okay.
Osinbajo will say that because he knows very well that he's making money. His boss was a former military man, according to Nigerians. To me, it's not Buhari. Now, was a former military man. Are you going to challenge his authority? No. So why would he say I remain loyal? It's very stupid. And people are saying Osinbajo should. Why? Now, let me tell you the reason. I don't even see Osinbajo to me is not useful. For take it or leave it. Even then, when they said Buhari was not around when he took over, he was not still useful to me. As a Christian, there is a way, even if you are not useful to others, you can be useful to Christians. But it's not useful to me. So what I'm saying is that I'm not even bothered about the statement, whether he remains loyal or whether he wants to go the other way around. That's no problem. But my own take is, you know, all this, they should try and repair this country. Because, okay, let me tell you the truth. It's not affecting you, it's not affecting me. God's grace. But some people are killing themselves every day.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What I'm about to tell you, you've never had it anywhere. Anywhere, you've never had it. I don't know how long you have been a presenter. The man you are just seeing today, I'm a CEO. I founded my first company, Fuse Line Nigeria Limited, in 1993, without the assistance of anyone. I'm a power specialist, power engineer, with over 3 decades of engineering practice. If there is anybody in this country who calls himself an architect, engineer, QS, structural engineer, MIE consultant, who said he doesn't know FUSELINE, Fuse Line, beef warrior. The problem of Nigeria is you and I, not Buhari, not Jagaban. Let us tell ourselves the truth. I stand on the truth. By my age, I'm 55 years. To the grace of God, I've not messed up my life. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't womanize. And I eat healthy. I don't eat anything foreign. I eat local. I've never been to an hospital in my lifetime. But what I discovered in taking drugs is that when you leave the cause, you are treating the effect. The next 50 years, the symptom will persist. What I'm telling you, you've never heard it from anyone. Go and bring Bill Clinton. Go and bring the best president in the world to Nigeria. The person will fail completely. I'm telling you. I'm a trainer. I have a training academy. For free, I'm telling you this. For free, I'm telling you this. For free, I'm telling you this. When kidnapping started in Nigeria years back, what were the parents of these children saying to the whole world that they were doing? Can you tell me, Mr. Presenter? They said they are just kidnapping foreigners, that the foreigners were coming into the country to come and take something. Rather than calling these children and say, what you are doing is wrong, go. The white man gets wiser, more intelligent. He will fly to the rig and fly out. Nobody to kidnap again. The boys went back to the drawing board and redesigned kidnapping. They started going back to the same people who are their parents, who failed to tell them that this thing you are doing is wrong. Today, kidnapping has become household business. Is it Buhari that caused that? Or Tinubu? Number two, I have traveled length and breadth of Nigeria. I can tell you for free, there is no state in this country that you will not find my product or my project, or that I've been involved in a project in this country. If you tell me in Sokoto, I will tell you, go to number so in Sokoto, you will find my product there. If you tell me Kano, I will tell you, go to so place, you will find me there. When GSM was starting fresh in this country, I went around this country. John Holt was given a project for NITEL to make sure that they re-engineer all the power supply of NITEL. I was the person John Holt was relying on. John Holt will bring generator, I will bring the power equipment. Install it and synchronize it. Saka Tinubu, Kujama in Kaduna. There's nowhere in this country. There's no project I've not get involved. But yet, the consultant don't like my face. The architect don't like my face. Because I cannot compromise. You cannot give me $1 million to tell you no when I need to tell you yes. And you cannot give me $1 million to tell you yes when I said I want to tell you no. I mean my word, anytime, any day, I stand by it. Let me tell you for free. I told you, you've never heard this from anyone. If in America today, the son of the president of America is being caught for a crime, can his father call the commissioner of police or call the AIG of the United States of America that my son should be released? Or the law is going to take its course?
ìlú tí ò bá sófin ẹ̀ ṣe sí o. We have gotten it wrong. As a parent, we have failed. When I was growing up, I've never had the word government in my house. My father would tell me, the government of this house is here that I call government. If I cannot manage this place, if they don't know me in this community, where is the government? Awolowo of yesterday, Baba Fela Anikuti, and lot more like that. Is that different from what these people were talking about yesterday and what we are talking about today? I don't know any government exists because they have not played a role in my life. I've taken my life. I've been on the street at the age of 15 and I'm 55. I've been on the street in the last 40 years, struggling, training myself. And my life is all about impact. The world, God created the world because of two things. When man failed, man would look for excuses. God created the whole world because of impact. That we, as a human being, should worship him. We have all failed in this respect. We don't know God, we worship man. Our pastors have failed us, and the so-called imam have not made a difference.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Don't mind Jonathan. Is 4 years too small in Nigeria? Is 4 years too small in other advanced societies? Anyway, in Britain, I think it's 5 years anyway. In America, the same present system of government is practiced over there since 243 years ago for 4 years. Abraham Lincoln, he didn't succeed anyway. He didn't, rule much. He was killed. John Wick is shot Abraham Lincoln, so that's, he short-lived. You understand? But 4 years. Then George Washington, he ruled America 4 years. For 4 years. You understand? Till Franklin, the rest, even my current father, Baba, Donald Trump, 4 years. He's expecting to be there 4 years. When the 4 years expires, he will just go for another one. Obama, the so historical Obama, the black man, the first ever to rule for 4 years. So let me tell you, Nigerians are always wrong, getting it wrong. Why are you talking about 4 years, 6 years? It's because the system is bad. It's because the right people are not there. It's because we are not practicing the real presidential system of government. And Nigeria is not a federal state. Federalism is not working here. That's why we are agitating for 6 years. It is wrong. The only modern society that succeeded on this democracy of 18 is America. They are doing it right there. That's why for 4 years it's working for them. If we are not doing it right here, let us change to regionalism. Let us change to what Aguiyi fought for and died. Let me tell you, 6 years is mad. If you couldn't get it right within 4 years, actually you're going to fall. If we divert to 6 years, we are going to fall. Okay, let me tell you, monkeys should always behave like monkey. I'm telling you. We get it wrong because we have monkeys in the system. Look at the House. Who are the legislators? They are all monkeys. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't regret saying it. I'm saying the truth. God knows that in their mind, they are monkeys. They are coming out with monkey result. Let me tell you. Go to the labor markets. Labor is scarce. The laborers are many. I mean the workers. How many days do they go to work in a month? Calculate it. In a week it's just 5 days, from Monday till Friday, isn't it? So in a month it should be 5 times 4. That is 20 days, right? In the Nigerian National House of Assembly, how many days do they go to work in a month? They work only 7 days. They cut away 13.5 million naira. I don't think with other allowances, inclusion of other allowances. So calculate it in a year. These people work only 2.5 months in a year. Days in a year should be 12 times 7, which is 84. They work 84 days. Then they cut away 13.5 million times 12. Gorilla is more intelligent than these people because gorilla sometimes, if you study them, they have that human genes. They cater for their children. If you dare hurt any gorilla's children or child, the mother and the father will react so bad. These people are worse than gorilla. They don't have human feeling.
Okay, these people are worse than gorilla. They don't have
I'm
human
telling
feeling.
you, they don't have human feeling.
Let's quickly move to another
Just
story.
is a simpler
Cloudy.
illustration.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yes, you can see right now
Yes.
it's cloudy in the city of
Yeah,
Lagos,
yeah,
especially in Ogba. Yeah, we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. I will remain loyal to Buhari, says Osinbajo. You know what has been going on Osinbajo and some persons in APC, especially in presidency.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
in spite of all
Things
this, he
is-
said he will remain loyal to his
Yes, he's right. He's supposed to remain loyal to him. He's supposed to remain loyal.
Yes,
After all,
despite all the rumors.
in spite of all the rumor, he should be loyal because they started it together.
And despite him being removed as the head of economic committee.
Yeah, I know. Without even telling him. Yeah, outside his Kent. It all happened outside Osinbajo's Kent. They disbanded his organized, economic committee without consulting him. Let me tell you, that is an internal political impasse within the office of the presidency, but they are handling it professionally. Professionally. They don't want to let the outsiders know what's up. So that's why he's a good manager. He's managing the crisis well with his Oga. Yes. Expect him to be loyal to him. There's no two ways about it. He should be.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Well, that is his personal opinion. He has been there for about 6 years. So, but I think it does not take a century to transform an entity called Nigeria. With the enormous natural and human resources God have endowed us with, it doesn't take a century to transform lives. It doesn't take a century to establish policies that are human friendly. It doesn't take a century to establish systems where every other sector or activity or policy is predicated upon. So it doesn't take a century to put food on the table of common Nigerians. It doesn't take a century, to build factories, facilities that will better the lives of Nigerians. Look at the outside with the Western world. We almost have the same independence with, Singapore and Malaysia. And where are they? Can we be proud that we are keeping the same pace with them? They have left us behind. And we are still groveling in the dark without definite direction. As far as Nigeria today is concerned, we are heading nowhere. Sorry, people are saying Nigeria will be great. When will they be great? Being great does not just end by mere wishes. It's as we keep on wishing and we refuse to pay the sacrifice for greatness, it will continue to elude us as a country. You see, it is not just something you do. You should wait until we get to 100 years or a century before we start transforming our psyche, before we start thinking right, before we start doing things right. That is righteousness. Righteousness simply means doing things right. And the Bible from the point of view of the scripture, it said that when the righteous is in authority, people rejoice. That simply implies when somebody that adheres to the rule of law, that does things right, the right way, that put the right systems to run the right policies, that people rejoice. Look at, I don't imagine on earth that a president of Nigeria will close the entire borders and leave the entire masses at the mercy of hunger. And you have no adequate provisions to cater for the entire masses. And you just end up closing the borders, and when you need whatever you need, you travel out to get it. It is a total hypocritical lifestyle. I don't. You want a pill, a drug, you travel to UK. Does it mean that there is no drug that can treat that in Nigeria? You need a shirt, you need a peanut, you travel to Nigeria. But closing the borders against the Nigerian populace, against the masses, just a cup of rice is about 400, 450. What a misery people are passing through, and you have no human feeling to what their plight on daily basis. So I think Nigeria is a sorry state. Is in a sorry state.
Join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand. Lateef Adeboale, always behind the camera, keeping it real on Flip TV. Well dressed, neatly dressed. Lateef Adeboale. Also in the studio, Michael Ojo, which is Dread, keeping it real also on Flip TV. Bye.